everyone, and welcome to my podcast. I'm Aisyah Faadiyah with student number 123241158. And today we're going on a big journey through something really cool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's long and often forgotten ancient history. Many of us know the MCU well, especially from Captain America onwards. But what about the millions, even billions of the years that came before? That's what we'll talk about today, using a great summary of the MCU's very old past. So let's break down this huge timeline, starting from the very beginning. The first one is the beginning of everything, before the Big Bang. It's hard to imagine, but the MCU's timeline goes back even before the universe as we know it. We're talking about a time more than 13.8 billion years ago. The first one is the Dark Elves. These very old beings are said to come from a vast darkness that existed before the universe was created. They ruled completely in this emptiness, showing they were very powerful even before the cosmos. We still don't know who made them. The second one is the Celestials. We don't know exactly where they came from, but the Celestials are older than the universe they made. Since they created everything, they must be older than it all. Who created them is still a mystery, making them even more interesting. And the second point, I will explain about how the universe and the Infinity Stones were made. Then, 13.8 billion years ago, everything changed. Universe created the Celestials. These incredibly old beings brought light out of the darkness. They created the first stars, planets, and solar systems, basically setting up the places where life could start. Infinity Stones born. At the same time as the Big Bang, 6 special points of energy that existed before the universe turned into the strong crystals we call the Infinity Stones. These powerful items were then sent flying across the new universe. And I'm gonna explain the point 3, all beings and early planet making. So moving forward in time, we meet some of the oldest beings in the universe. So the elders of the universe. Sometime after the universe was made, the Grandmaster and the Collector were born. This makes them some of the oldest beings ever. We don't know their exact age, but they've been around for a very long time, showing how huge the universe is. And about 4.5 billion years ago, our planet Earth and the Sun were made by the Celestials. This wasn't by accident. Their main goal was to plant a seed on Earth for a Celestial to grow in the future. And we're going into the point 4, Celestial tests and how our life started. So this is where the Celestials' big and sometimes difficult plans for life begin to happen. The Deviants. About 1 billion years ago, the Deviants were created by the Celestials using genetic engineering. Their job was to help intelligent life forms grow on seeded planets by getting rid of the top predators, but they didn't work out as planned. And the second one is the Eternals. To fix the Deviants' mistakes, the Eternals were built and programmed by the Prime Celestial between 500 million and 1 billion years ago. They were sent to planets with celestial seeds like Earth and told to protect and help intelligent life forms develop. This is how the story of the Eternals movie begins. And now the point 5, big space events and how worlds changed. So as we get closer to more recent history, we see powerful beings appear and important things happen. The Power Stone's danger. So around 80 million years ago, a celestial named Eson, the Searcher, got the Power Stone. He used it to destroy a planet full of life. This clearly shows how much power these stones have. And the second one is Ego wakes up. Between 50 and 80 million years ago, Ego, the living planet, came to be. He started as a small, brain-like thing floating in space alone. Over millions of years, he slowly moved the tiny bits around him to become a planet. a very unique way for a celestial to form. And the third one is vibranium comes to Earth. Something very important for Earth happened 2.5 million years ago. A meteorite made of vibranium, the strongest material in the universe, hit the continent of Africa. This event became the foundation for the advanced country of Wakanda in the future. And now we're into the point 6, ancient cultures and space wars. So let's talk about the start of organized groups of people and wars in space. The Kree Empire. More than 1 million years ago, the Kree probably started traveling in space and began to build their empire. This time is known as Kree Year 1. Early celestial seeds on Earth. Even though the Eternals came to Earth pretty much later, the celestial seed itself was put on Earth much earlier, probably around 50,000 years ago. This shows how long the celestial's plan has been in motion. The Vians stuck in ice. So, between 10,000 and 20,000 BC, Crow and a group of Deviants got trapped in ice in the northern part of the world because of an coming ice age. They were stuck for hundreds of years until just before the events of the Eternals movie. And then, Wakanda is formed. Around 10,000 BC, Wakanda was created when 5 tribes of people settled near the old vibranium meteorite crater. This special material helped Wakanda develop technology much faster than any other group or country at that time. And then we'll move on to the point 4. Asgard rises and magic begins. Asgard's royal family. The royal family of Asgard was started by Buri, the first king of Asgard, around 7353 BC. During the rule of its early kings, Asgard became known as the keeper of peace in the 9 realms. The first sorcerer supreme. In 5700 BC, Agamotto, the first sorcerer supreme of Earth, created and started the Masters of the Mystic Arts. He began training people in magic and later found the Time Stone, which he used to create the Eye of Agamotto. And now is point 8, key events leading to today's MCU stories. So let's skip ahead to some more important moments. The Eternals arrive on Earth. In 5000 BC, the Eternals, who are artificial beings, arrived on Earth in their spaceship called the Domo. They came to protect humans from the Defiance and make sure Tiamat would emerge in the future. And then, Odin versus Surtur. Around 3460 BC, a young Odin fought Surtur, the fire demon. Surtur then spent almost 5,500 years recovering before meeting Odin's son, Thor, in 2017. And then the Dark Elves attacked. In 2988 BC, during an event called the Convergence, Malekith and the Dark Elves tried to use the Reality Stone to turn the universe back into darkness, but Asgard's armies stopped them. And then, Ta'alo and the Dweller in Darkness. Between 2000 and 3000 BC, another realm called Ta'alo, which was in a small pocket universe, grew very well in civilization and technology. This peace lasted until a dark creature called the Dweller in Darkness and its army attacked, almost escaping into the Earth realm. This event connects to Shang-Chi and the legends of the 10 Rings. So now point 9. Fights, conquerors, and important people. Odin and Hela's wars. Starting in 659 BC, Odin and Hela began to conquer the 9 realms with their army. They wanted to build an Asgardian empire, which was a time of many battles. Battle of Babylon. In 575 BC, a battle happened in ancient Mesopotamia. The Eternals fought a group of Deviants who were attacking the city. This showed how the Eternals kept protecting people. Vesuvius volcano, Loki series. So, in 79 AD, in the Loki series, Loki and Mobius travel back in time to see Mount Vesuvius erupt. This confirmed that changing such a big and avoidable event wouldn't change the main timeline. The Valkyrie fight. Around 950 AD, the Valkyries fought against Hela, who was trying to escape her punishment. Almost all the Valkyries died in this battle, leaving only one survivor. This sad event had a big impact on Asgard's future. Frost Giants attack. In 964 AD, the Frost Giants, using the casket of ancient winters, started attacking the nine realms, including Earth in Tonsberg. This made Asgard angry, and the Frost Giants were defeated in the Battle of Jotunheim. Kree-Skrull War starts. About 1000 AD, the Skrulls refused to follow Kree rules. They started the Kree-Skrull War, a big conflict that continued for many hundreds of years. And then the last one is the Ancient One is born. Around 1316 AD, the Ancient One was born. She later became the Sorcerer Supreme and used power from the Dark Dimension to live for 700 years. And then we're into the last point, which is point 10, early modern times and witchcraft. So finally, let's bring our story closer to the events we see in some of the more recent MCU shows. So the first one is Aztec Empire falls. In 1521 AD, the Eternals saw the Aztec Empire fall to Spanish invaders. During this war, they believed they had killed the last Deviant until the Deviants come back in modern times. And then the second one is Agatha Harkness trial. So, in 1693 AD, in Salem, Agatha Harkness was put on trial for using dark magic, but things went wrong, and Agatha took the powers from the other witches who were trying to imprison her, killing them all. This event sets up her story in WandaVision. So yeah, and there you have it, a quick tour through the MCU's ancient history. We went from the very start of the universe all the way to events in the 17th century that are directly connected to stories we've seen recently. It's really amazing how Marvel has created such a rich and detailed history, spanning billions of years to build the universe we love. So, understanding these very old events really helps us enjoy the movies and shows even more. It gives us more meaning behind the heroes and villains we follow. So, thank you so much, guys, for listening to my podcast. Until next time, take care.